could have been about Marina Joyce, but you know, I'm not making a video about that. You can all unsubscribe now. Although making a video about that would probably get me like $2 extra worth of YouTube ad revenue. But you know what? So many people are talking about it now. It's just like the Keemstar Exposed thing. It's just a whole genre on YouTube. But you know, instead I'm gonna make a video about Jacob Sartorius and Musical.ly as a whole. Maybe it'll get over 2 views. I don't know. Jacob Sartorius made a new music video, and Christ, it's just terrible. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. It's just terrible. But I'm gonna spend most of my time in this video talking about the Musical.ly platform as a whole. And yes, we will be taking a look at Jacob Sartorius's hit or miss music video, but it's too much. All of you probably already know what it is, because 100% of you are subscribed to Leafy or Pyro, so I don't even know why you're here. I'm literally just a carbon copy of Leafy is here. And I should probably stop copying Leafy from every exact move, because if you make a reaction commentary, you copy every single aspect of Leafy's channel. But I'm not here to complain about that. So Musical.ly, or whatever you want to call it, you know, I don't even know why people put the dot in the title of their game or their brands. Like, no one knows how to properly pronounce it. It's either Musical.ly or Musical.ly, and the same thing goes for Slither.io or and all that crap. I'm gonna call it Musical.ly, so if you don't like that, you can just crawl back in the little swamp you came from. But all of you probably know what Musical.ly is, because all of you want Jacob Sartorius to die. And you know what? He is pretty bad. But for the one middle-aged man watching this that has no idea what I'm talking about, Musical.ly is an app where a 13-year-old, you know, gets their phone out and starts shaking it around and lip syncs a song. You know what? My mate, Detroit Hamill, who you should all probably check out, provides an accurate representation of what Musical.ly is in a nutshell. So I'll show you what that is now. Close your eyes now. So now that you're all on board, I can move on from telling that one guy who doesn't know what Musical.ly is. To be honest, Musical.ly is just a result of bad parenting. I mean, look at Jacob Sartorius. And the app isn't the only thing I can use to prove that. I mean, look at Jacob Sartorius' real name. Who names their son Ralph? I mean, there are kids on here that are younger than me that are making it big, and I'm just some ugly piece of crap hiding behind a computer uploading terrible videos. And I should join Musical.ly. Not really. I hate the app. I absolutely despise the app. You see, Musical.ly is an absolute disaster, and you know, there are some people that go to my school that know about my channel, and they're just gonna hate me now. But you know what? I honestly don't care. Musical.ly is a disaster of an app. I don't even think it's classified as social media. Is this social media? You know, let's take a look. Social media is websites and applications that enable users to create and share content or to participate in social networking. Okay, it is social media, but come on. You can only stretch it so much. You know, when someone says social media, you would think that people would think Facebook or Twitter, but now it's Musical.ly. That this is it. This is the internet now. It's a disaster. Remember years ago when we all hated Justin Bieber and all of those boy bands? You see, those days have passed. Now we all hate Musical.ly stars, if you can even call them stars. They're completely untalented. I mean, it's not even their music. They just hold up their phones, shake it around, and bam, you are a Musical.ly star. You know, you're gonna make it big. Walk in the woods. See, Detroit Hamill's got it. Anyone who considers himself a Musical.ly star or a Musical.ly celebrity has to be really talentless and just have a overinflated ego, kind of like Jacob Sartorius. Even Keemstar had a Musical.ly account. Keemstar!
Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I'm missing more than just your body.
Okay, you know what? I have to admit, Keemstar's Musical.lys are better than most of the ones I've seen, because he's Keemstar. And I feel like he's the only one above the age of 13 using this app, which is pretty depressing. But you see, here's the problem with Musical.ly. All of the actual hard work and creativity that the music producers put in their song has already been done. Everyone on Musical.ly just mocks it. That's the only way I can describe it. They pretty much mock the music producer or the singer, because they're not even singing. And anyone who's watching this that uses Musical.ly and genuinely thinks it's a good app is just gonna call me a hater, and they're gonna call me jealous, and yeah, I'm definitely jealous of this.
Go Power Rangers! Go Power Rangers! Mighty Morphin Power Rangers!
I wish I can be that kid. If you want to be a Musical.ly star, it's very simple. All you have to do is be completely talentless and a total bonehead. And unfortunately, I don't meet that criteria, so maybe the talentless stuff, but I'm not a bonehead, okay? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna join Musical.ly, okay? It's a total nightmare. There are tutorials on YouTube on how to use Musical.ly, even though it's pretty simple, yet pointless at the same time. And you know, there are a lot of quote-unquote Musical.ly stars that are popular. This is an existing trend, or fad. I don't know what to call it anymore. You decide. I mean, look at Jacob Sartorius. Total nightmare. And speaking of Jacob Sartorius, he made a new song called Hit or Miss, and we should probably transition to that now because talking about Musical.ly is making me sick, even though talking about Jacob Sartorius is not gonna help at all. But Jacob Sartorius came out with a new song, you know, his new hot mixtape, Follow Me on SoundCloud. Not only is Jacob Sartorius' music terrible, but I cannot stand his overinflated ego. Look at him.
I heard that life gets hard when you're older, and the fun stuff's just for kids, just for kids.
Yeah, this is absolutely terrible. You can barely hear the lyrics, which is probably why they put them up on the screen. The amount of auto-tune he's using just makes him sound like Wally.
But what I realize as I grow up is that it's just a hit or miss. So let's not worry about tomorrow, nah, nah, nah. We are good, baby, we are right. So let's not worry about tomorrow, nah, 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 nah.
And you know, the rest of the music video is just him going like, no, 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 with his stupid auto-tune. You see, this is what young children like me look up to. Except I don't look up to this kid. I'm a bad example. Just children my age look up to Jacob Sartorius and hope to be like him one day. So this Musical.ly thing is not gonna stop anytime soon. As a matter of fact, it's only gonna grow, and that's not good. At the end of the day, I'm just gonna be called a hater and someone who's jealous of Jacob Sartorius, and whether that's true or not, he's just still talentless. I don't care. I'm just gonna end the video off here. Thank you all so much for watching. This video is sponsored by a funny joke about CSGO gambling scandal website.com, where you can gamble your Enderman flavored vapes. It's vapes, so is vapes the proper terminology? Is it vapes or cigarettes or some electronic cigarettes? We'll call it vapes. Enderman vapes. You can gamble your Enderman vapes. Just use code KEEM for a 420% chance of winning. And yeah, see you all next time.